We are at the flip house today. We are going to put a dormer on this house. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do it and how to get it done. I'm with Thomas and Jonathan. They're gonna help out, and we're gonna get this thing busted out. Currently a bonus room. We're converting this into a bedroom. To make this even really effective, we need to add a dormer, which is basically just changing the roof line to go out and have more usable space. So we're starting the dormer right about there, in line with like the stairs. We're bringing it to probably about here-ish.
You want to bump it out like another 2 feet this way, so it's an easy walk around this way. You can walk either direction.
Let's just make it easier that way then. Let's just go 2 bays in, 2 bays in. Yep. Call it a day. So we're going from right about here to about, well, it's gonna be about 4 feet, right? Yeah, so about 4 feet in from each side. We're just gonna take off the entire roof and push it out, and hopefully the roof stays put.
It's gonna be better not.
Do we need to support this?
No. What I was gonna do is not cut these out right now. Leave these in. Just take this off. So I'm gonna sawzee right along this line. Yeah. Same thing over there. We're gonna keep this, this, and this. That'll in theory hold it together, same as those. And then when we frame the wall, we'll get these out once we're done. No, it's gonna go way out. So we're gonna add so much.
This is the video where you find out how little I know about framing and how much Josh knows.
So this wall is only here to kind of support it, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave all the framing for now, as much as we can. The wall that we frame is going to be in line with the exterior wall on the main floor. That way it has something to sit on.
Yeah.
Because it is going to be a load-bearing wall with the trusses or the rafters landing on that wall. So this is what we're gonna cut out for the rest of the roof area. We're gonna get it done. It's gonna get really dusty, so I'll show you guys when that's finished. So we got everything demoed we need to get demoed. We cut it back from this stud to the same width on the other side. So next up, we are going to have our insulation subcontractors come in and suck out all of this insulation so it's not in the way. I think we found a floor underneath the insulation, which is really cool because it'll be really easy just to suck this out and get it out of here and then have a floor down there already. So we just finished building a temp wall to support this side of the rafters. We now have it supported to where we can cut all of these rafters off on this side so this side does not fall down. So now that we have our temp wall in, we're about 90% sure that the house won't fall over when we cut these.
I mean, from the looks of it, we should be okay. But there's only one way to find out.
The first test is, when I cut that, I didn't get my blade pinched, so there's not any pressure on this 2x4. So we're good to go. So originally what happened is when you walked upstairs, the ceiling was right about here. So you'd have to go like this kind of action. So no more, you'll walk upstairs, it'll be very roomy, and it'll allow for, well, it's very roomy. So now we got all of the rafters out of here, and we're gonna start laying some bottom plates. Pretty exciting. We're gonna get bottom plates around this whole thing, and then we're gonna take off the ridge, the little bit left that we have there, take that off, and find our top plate height on this wall. And we're gonna start framing these 2 walls. Get these framed up, and then call it a day.
Okay, now we gotta do math.
So we have a rise of 94 inches at the peak. We have the length of 156 inches from where the peak is to our wall. We want to achieve a 212 pitch. For every foot we go over, we have to drop it 2 inches. So we basically just take 13 feet times by 2. That's going to be 26 inches of drop. So this is 94 inches. we have to subtract
26
26 inches from 94, which is 68 inches from the top plate. So 68 minus 3 inches because we're doing a double top plate, which is going to be 65 inches. So our studs are going to be cut at 65 inches all the way through. And that is the problem because that's going to be the top. So, so now we have to, we're learning together. Now we have to bring it down the height of the 2x10s we're doing. 2x10 is a 9 1/4. So 65.
Oh wait, no.
65 minus 9.25. Our stud height is going to be 55 3/4 inch.
Wow, that is short.
We still have our bottom plate and our double top plate. So our total wall height from the floor to the bottom of the rafter is going to be 60.25.
AKA 5 feet and a quarter.
Okay, 5 feet. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be a really cool space though. We're gonna frame in 2 more windows, 1 on each side, put that double top plate on, and then we'll be done with this outside wall. If you guys wanted to use this pressure treat kind of as like a visual of where the ceiling will be, it'll be a tiny bit lower, but ultimately it's gonna land right here because this obviously isn't gonna change, but that point up there will change to be a little lower. But I mean, there's a pretty decent amount of usable space. Yeah. It still leaves plenty of space. But that's the upstairs for now. We got this exterior front wall in. We're doing 3 3.0, 1.0 windows, 3 feet wide, 1 foot tall windows. We're gonna frame in the sides, and then once those are all done, we're gonna run our 2x10 rafters to the peak. For the peak, we're doing an LVL from gable end to gable end. And so that LVL will support all of these rafters. And then on those sides, we're gonna do supporting posts as well as the middle. So there's a lot more to do up here, but this is just the beginning of the dormer. So we are back upstairs. A few things have changed. So first and foremost, we realized that we didn't have any windows that met egress compliance. So we dropped this window, so now it's a 3.0, and it'll be a casement. And we're gonna take the other 3.0 and move it over here. So this is gonna be the bathroom, and we're gonna put that window over there. So there'll be 3 foot wide by 1 foot tall windows and 1 3.0 window. Now to make sure this is properly framed, I had my engineer come out here and give us the rundown of what we need to do to properly get everything supported. Now what we have to do is add headers on each side of the gable ends and a supporting post in the middle to support 2 LVLs at 1 3/4 by 11 7/8. So when I met with my engineer, we decided that the ridge beam is going to consist of 2 LVLs at 1 3/4 by 11 7/8. So it's going to be a really big ridge beam. To support the ridge beam, we're going to need to do 3 posts, 1 on each side and then 1 in the middle. On this side, what you see here is a 2x10 header. Now this is overbuilt. He only requested 2x8, but we had 2x10, so we figured we'd overbuild it. It's being supported by these 2x. I still have to add jack studs to each side, but ultimately this would be more than suffice to hold it. He was saying that a single post would be fine, but after discussion, we came to the conclusion that we would probably just do a header to distribute as much load as possible. And that brings us to this side. So this is a 2x8 header. The LVLs will be sitting on top of these 3 2x4s, which then hit the header, and then the header is distributed by the jack stud on that side. We'll add another jack stud on this side, more than suffice to carry the load on each side. Now that just leaves us to the middle post. So what we're gonna do is run a post that stretches all the way from the LVL down to the basement, and we'll cut out a foundation hole. It's gonna need to be 33 inches square by 10 inches deep. So that's what the footer will look like. After my engineer figured out the load spec, he told me that this post supporting the LVL will be designed to hold about 20,000 pounds. That's calculated with a 212 pitch and a maxed snow load in this area. So those are the changes we've made up here. We still have the sides to frame, obviously, but our main goal right now is to put the 2 LVLs in and start framing some rafters so we can get it sheeted and weathered in. We started and we cut out all of the rafters going up to these rafters. So there's nothing in the way. So now what we're gonna do is put the LVL up against here. We'll hanger these onto the LVL, add the second one. We have the post set up for it. So that's what we're doing. So now all I gotta do is cut those LVLs to length. I accidentally ordered 25-foot LVL, but then I realized I was wrong. And we actually need to go the width of the entire upstairs, which is obvious. So we had to get new LVLs dropped off, the other ones picked up. And that's what set us back a little bit. But here we are, we're doing it. So I'm gonna get those cut and then we'll get those installed. I don't really know how we're gonna do this. I'll get the ladder. I'll grab the ladder, I'll walk up the ladder with it, and then you can just give her a little push keys. So I'm gonna grab one end, walk up the ladder. Thomas is gonna feed her.
Open for me.
There we go. Folio extendio.
Good.
Nothing, I repeat, nothing could go wrong. Feed her my way, boy.
Boy.
Boy, did I stutter.
Oh, baby.
I'm gonna go up and pull.
Here, I'll come up.
I don't need no help. Mama didn't raise no. There we go.
Big Daddy.
Let's see if I cut it the right length.
Oh, you did. Please. Please.
That's the wrong way.
That's probably why.
Equal opportunity over here at Wren Building Co.
Run.
Hold on, I'm getting a call. That's fine for now.
Okay.
How's it going? You know what? I have really bad cholesterol and full fat dairy is bad for me, so don't fucking make fun of me, okay? You choose. That works for me. All right, love you too, bye. All right, so this is what I didn't want to have happen.
Easy fix.
Easy fix. 333 and a quarter.
Yeah.
I was at 334 and a half. I'll just pull a measurement and cut it up top.
Yeah. How do I get something in my eye already?
Oh, Thomas.
I wasn't even cutting.
I'm gonna require full PPE when you come to the job site from now on.
Oh,
Boom.
oh, baby.
So all of these are pretty much sitting exactly proud.
Oh, nice.
They're all I mean, how do we get a house with this good bones, you know? Just give me.
Just till we get past my board. Okay.
We're gonna have to rotate it again.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna come by here. 1 second.
We're not fit.
Oh, we are. Easy. Somebody has to push up on that truss. The truss is holding it. Or the rafter. Oh, I see what the problem is. Problem is this piece of OSB never got cut. Beautiful. Make sure that post is clear.
Yeah. Oh.
There you go, coming down.
Yes, baby.
We just finished framing the roof of the dormer here. This is a 212 pitch, and the sheeting we used is about 5/8 OSB. We framed this 16 on center, so that combined with the thickness of the OSB, it's going to be it's a very solid structure. Now we have to go below, frame the side walls, and sheet the whole thing, and get this thing weathered in. Jonathan, how tall are you?
6'3".
6'3". We added some space. We added usable headspace, right? Because before, this was obviously the wall here, but it didn't really get usable. I mean, it mirrored this side.
You can see where this one is.
Yeah. So, standing to where the edge of the room was, you know, we obviously added a lot of usable space. We changed out the window like I mentioned before. We did the 3010s on the sides, and those are both going to be sliders, and that's going to be in a casement window. And then we're going to do a 3010 window here for the bathroom. So in this corner, we're doing a bathroom / closet. Don't really know the configuration quite yet, but that's the plan there. And then the rest of this on this side is all going to be bedroom. Again, up for interpretation because you could really kind of do anything in this space. This temp wall we can now remove since we have our beam, and we don't need this wall up here to support that side. So once that temp wall is gone, it's going to feel a lot more opened up. So for now, what we're going to do, we're going to put a wall running this way, and this wall is going to carry the load for the beam all the way down to the basement. Right now, it's not that big of a deal because there is no snow load, and that's the biggest reason why we need a post for this. But it's going to run all the way down past this story and go into the basement, and we're going to cut out a load point for that post. We got the sheeting on the walls here. We got the 1/2" OSB on the outside. We have all of the interior walls framed. There's a few little details we have to get going, but for the most part, they're framed. We established where the walls are going to go, and we removed the temporary wall supporting this side of the rafters. So now we can kind of see what the bathroom looks like. On top of that, we did the electrical. That's all complete and roughed in, and the plumbing is done for the bathroom. So we have a little bathroom here. Nothing crazy, but it makes this a bedroom, bathroom, master suite type situation. So what we have left to do is just finishing a few little framing details and then get insulation up here and finish it out. This is gonna be a really stout little dormer on this house. It's come a long way. We added a lot of value to the house by making this an actual bedroom with a bathroom. So this house has gone from a 1-bedroom, 1-bath to a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and we're hoping to get this completed soon. We're in it about a month and a half, so hopefully out of this in another month and a half and get it on the market soon. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This is just another little step in the process of getting this house back on the market, and I'll see you guys in the next video.